Caitlin Clark went scoreless for nearly a full quarter. Then she torched the defending champs with a 4-point play, a 34-foot buzzer beater, and 10 assists that diced up the best defense in the league. And none of it was accidental. We'll break down the tactical genius behind every play.
This wasn't just shot making. Clark read drop, manipulated switches, and collapsed help defenses with live dribble vision. AST percent spiked to 38% during this stretch.
By the end of the third quarter, Indiana had dropped 30 points, their most in any quarter this season. And Clark, she was the engine behind every single one. New York came in as defending WNBA champions. No nonsense. Playoff tested, switch heavy, schematically elite. Clark entered off a pair of cold shooting nights. Heat. And Liberty coach Sandy Brondello made it clear Clark would not beat them solo. So they blitzed her early. They showed high, switched out guards, tried to take the ball out of her hands, and it worked for a while.
Liberty ran early ice inside PNRs, denying middle and forcing Clark left, where she posted just 0.71 PPP this season.
But Indiana adjusted, and Clark adjusted faster. Midway through the second quarter, Clark started rejecting screens, started seeing the skip lanes early. She opened the game with surgical passing, 3 assists in the first 5 minutes, but the offense stalled until just before halftime.
Classic Clark PNR read, forces drop coverage, hits Boston on the roll, perfect interior timing window.
Coming out of halftime, Indiana goes to high drag screens, ghost action. Forces Liberty's bigs into deeper hedge territory. That's the spacing Clark needed.
Fever upped tempo. Clark initiated 3 of 5 third-quarter buckets within 9 seconds of shot clock. Pace spike, manipulated defensive recovery.
And that's when she took over. It starts with a flare screen, then a hesitation. Defender clips her. Clark rises, 4-point play. Crowd explodes.
Defender commits uphill. Clark's lift-through absorbs contact, balances to finish. This is footwork plus frame control and rhythm.
Next possession, clock winding down. Clark pulls from 34 feet. Splash. Buzzer. Indiana up 8.
Clark reads defender's step-back cushion. Notice her eyes shift before the shot. No panic, just spacing IQ and trust in range.
That third quarter, 10 points, 4 assists, 0 turnovers, plus 17 run. She didn't need volume. She needed moments, and she owned them. Final 2 minutes. Game tie. Liberty adjust. They deny Clark the ball. Indiana runs horns. Clark's face guarded. Final possession. She relocates weak side, never touches it.
Liberty's denial was textbook. High wall plus late switch to keep Clark off strong side pin-in. Fever's failure, no second option to get her open.
Was it a choke? Number. But it was a missed opportunity, and Clark knew it. Even when Clark wasn't firing, she changed the game. Drew doubles off flare cuts, triggered weak side rotations without touching the ball, forced Liberty into hedge and recover mode every time she crossed the timeline.
Fever shot 52% at the rim when Clark was on the floor. Off-ball gravity and timing forced New York's help D to cheat early, opening baseline lanes.
Final line, 18 points, 10 assists, 2 turnovers, 4 of 8 from 3, plus 5 net rating in lineups with Boston and Hull. Not flashy start to finish, but when it mattered, she delivered. IQ, spacing, tempo control. This wasn't just a bounce back, it was a blueprint. If you're watching Clark just for logo threes, you're missing the game inside the game. Subscribe. We break down what actually wins possessions in the modern W's.